Welcome to online lectures by CA Studies. For more lectures online, please do visit castudies.lk.
Now let's look at how to identify the percentage change when a particular value has changed from to a new value, okay, from old to new. Then how to find a percentage change? Very easy, always remember the formula that I am writing, which is percentage change equals new value minus old value, okay, divided by old value. Now you don't call it old as such, you say original value, okay, but it's easy to remember when we use very familiar words, that's why I use that, into 100%. Okay, let's take an example. Now let's say the selling price of a product changed from 300 rupees to 200 rupees. Okay, now let's take reduction and increase. That is the maximum possible change. A change can be increase or decrease. Alright. And just remember, increase is always in plus. Decrease always indicated by minus. Okay. Now let's see how the formula will give us the minus or the plus. Right. I said new price is 200 rupees. Right, 200 or 100. Okay, let's say 200, and your old price was 300 rupees. So new value is 200, old value is 300. See, now you get a minus answer. So that is indicating it's a decrease. But don't always rely on this. That means by looking at the sign, you yourself understand when you see the price, if it is, or any other cost, if it is reduced or increased, then you are in the safe zone. If not, with a plus or minus only, don't go to decide. But definitely this formula will definitely indicate decreases or increases. Okay, so you apply like this, 200 minus 300 divided by old value 300, multiply by 100%. That's it. What's your answer? Minus 100, so it's 33.33%. Right? Minus. Minus means what? Decrease. So you have to write decrease. Okay, sometimes in the, now you don't have to write MCQs now. So they might give the answer as 33.33% increase and 33.33% decrease, and you have to choose the correct answer. So don't go to choose increase because the price has reduced. It is very clear for you all, it's easy. But like, that's why I said first you yourself analyze whether it's an increase or a decrease, then apply the percentage formula and get your value. Sometimes in the answers, if they give plus or minus signs, then remember to use the minus sign if it is for a decrease, and then choose that answer. Don't go to choose the plus one. Sometimes even they won't give anything plus or minus, they will simply give 33.33 and other figures. Then you got to select only 33.33. Okay, that's it. Right? Okay. Now let's see how to apply these changes to find the new value and the old value. Like this. So in the exam they will give you the change percentage of the selling price. Of the selling price is a plus 5%. And old selling price was 250 rupees per unit. Now let's see how to calculate the new selling price. Okay. So for that we are going to, now we don't have to use the change percentage formula because they already gave us the formula. So what we have to do is use that percentage to find the value. Okay. So let me, okay. So this change is not relevant. So let me take it off. Okay. So now we know what's the change percentage. Now you have to find your new selling price. So old selling price is 250 rupees. Okay. It has been applied. They didn't give any sign. Therefore, or if they didn't give any sign, it means it is a plus. So it's a plus. Okay. Hence, it's indicating that the price has increased, right? So if that's the case, you multiply by 5%, right? Now I'm going to say the general way and then I will say the easy way. Okay. So the general way is your old price, you will write it here, it is 250 and the change is 5% now. So 250 multiplied by 5% is how much? 12.5. Then what's the new price? 262.5. So this is the change value. Okay, change value. Then going in this method, there's the easy method where we assume, okay, we assume that our old price is equal to 100%. Okay, so like always the base, when we take in percentage terms, the base is always 100 and then the change you apply to your base and only get the new price, like the markup and the margins. In margin the base price was the cost, so that's why we gave 100 there. In margin the base price was the sales, so that's why we gave 100% to sales. Okay, now here how to identify the base is by identifying what changed. Here the old price only changed, so old price is only the base price. Okay, so this is the base, the thing that got changed. That is how you identify what changed. Okay, so your old price only changed, so that is your base price. That is equal to, you say, 100%. What is the change? The change is, they said, plus 5%. It increased by 5%. So the change is a plus. because they said it increased. If they didn't say increase or decrease, then what you should look at? You should look at the sign, but they will definitely say whether it's increase or decrease. In case they didn't look at the sign, so they didn't give any minus sign, so we consider it as a plus. Then take your new, now base, change, then the new value. That in percentage terms will be 100% plus 5%, 105%. Okay. Now as we learnt in margins and markup, same theory you have to apply. How? New value is 105%. So, okay, now, so that is only equal to your new price. 100% is the old value and that is only equal to your old price. So, you can say 250 rupees, if it's equal to 100%, how much it is for 105%? That will give your new value, rupee value. The new values, rupee terms. So basically 250 multiplied by 105%, which is 262.5. This is the new. See, it's the same. What I did was, I matched the value to the percentage and find for new percentage. That's what we did. Per percentage, what is the rupee value? That one multiplied by the new percentage value to get the rupee value of the new value. Right? So you can now this is how it works. Let's say like this is minus. The change was a decrease. If it's a decrease, then you have minus. Minus means this will change to 95% and so will this. Then your value will change to 250 multiplied by 95, 237.5. See, it reduced. This is the 262.5 was as result of increase and then it reduced. Now you see a similarity, that is, you don't have to, when it comes to changes, and if they give you the old price, okay, and ask you to find the new price, then dividing by 100 and multiplying by the said percentage, like doing all of this, like through practice you can develop straight away 100 minus 5, 95. Like generally straight away you can get 95%, therefore you no need to divide, because 100% means what? 100 divided by 100, which is equal to 1. So straight away in your calculator you can take 250 multiplied by 95%. You can put like this. Like this also you can learn. 100 minus 5%. Straight. You don't have to write this and then understand. You don't have to do that when you practice. But be careful, in case if they give you the new price and ask you to find the old price, then don't do this. You have to then follow this method where they gave the new price. In this case new price is 262.5. What is the percentage? 262.5 is equal to, now so ideally it should be 105%, right? It increased, no? So 262.5 divided by 105% is 250, which is this. Okay. Remember that. Okay, now let's see how we can apply these changes to changes in profits and selling price. Okay, like in a very where they will give like a P&L kind of a thing, and then they will give you the percentage changes, and you have to simply calculate what's the new profit or the new sales price. Easy. Okay, let's do one. Right. So in your example it has BB has plans to sell 1000 units during the next year, making 20,000 profit. Calculate the change in profit if the sales price increase by 2%, sales volume decreases by 10%, variable cost per unit increase by 5% and fixed cost increases by 2%. Alright, and they are asking calculate the change in the profit. The profit percentage change. Now first, what is profit percentage change formula? Now in this they gave profit, no? So profit percentage change is equal to, in case of a profit is the variable, therefore new profit minus old profit divided by old profit. Okay, divided by old profit into 100%, right? That's what we learned. So with this you now know I have to find the new profit and I should know what is the old profit also. So let's look at first of all what's the old profit, because they didn't give us those figures. So we have to manually calculate it separately, get the new profit separately, and then only apply it to our change percentage formula. So that's why I am saying remember the formulas, because from there only you decide what to do next. Okay, now old profit. You all also calculate. So first of all we will have a sales value, right? Sales, format is what? Sales minus cost, okay, equal profit, right? Now our sales, they are saying selling price was, they gave the original selling price 100 rupees, okay? 100 rupees into how many units they are going to sell? 1000 units. So it will be the value in rupees 100,000. Costs. Under cost they gave variable cost and fixed cost. Variable cost will be how much they have given, per unit. Now per unit, so they are given per unit. Remember, so 40 rupees per unit, then multiply by 1000 units, you will get, okay, 1000 units, you will get 40,000. So that's minus. Fixed cost 40,000, that is fixed, because as you all know, fixed costs do not change with the quantity. They are fixed irrespective of the quantity, like electricity bill, rent expenses, likewise. So fixed cost 40,000 minus. Then what's your total profit? In the end, profit will be 20,000. This is your old profit. Okay, old profit. Now let's see what's our new profit. So for that we have to apply the change percentages to each of the quantity and units. So I will take this off, and first of all, now try on yourself, calculate what is the new selling price, because they have increased now. So the selling price, selling price, okay, old, how much? 100. Percentage, okay, plus 2%. Therefore, this is the calculation, and what's the new value, okay. This is the working. Working is 100 rupees. I said, now this is now we are calculating from the old price now. So you can increase it by 2%, right? So directly you can apply 100 plus 2%, okay, because they didn't give the new price and ask you to calculate the old price. They gave you the old price, and the old price is the base. That's why you can multiply by 102%. If it's not the base, you cannot. But always what changed is only the base. So 100 into 102% is so 102 is your new selling price per unit. Don't forget that. Then your volume was 1000 units. That decreased by minus 10%. Okay. So again, old value is our base, and they are asking to find our new value. So 1000 we can multiply by 100% minus 10%. Okay, which is 900 units. Next, variable cost per unit. Variable cost per unit. Old one was 40 rupees per unit. It increased by 5%. 40 is the base because that is what was changed. So 40 we can directly multiply by 105%. How we got it? 100% plus 5%. Okay, so 40 into 105, 42 rupees per unit. Then fixed cost. Fixed cost was fixed, no? But then the fixed one changed again. So 40,000 was the original. That increased by 2%. Then again 40,000 is what was changed. Therefore, I can apply directly multiply by 102%. Right? So 40,000 into 102%. $40,800 is your new fixed cost. But the new fixed cost is equal to 102%. Right? It is not equal to 100%. So, if they give you the new fixed cost and ask you to calculate the old fixed cost, you have to divide 40,800 by 102% and multiply by 100%. Okay. Right. So, okay, so we got all of the figures. Now let's calculate the new values. I would would say, yeah, let's say profit. Okay. Sales will be, the new selling price is 102 per unit and the new sales volume is 900 units. So 102 multiplied by 900, it gives 91,800. Next is a less cost, no? Costs. Then you have variable cost. Per unit, the new price is 42 per unit. So 42 multiplied by how many number of units that we are selling is 900 units. It changed. So use the changed value 900. 900 multiplied by 42. 37,800 minus. Okay, and then less fixed cost. The new fixed cost is 40,800. So minus 40,800. Finally, it will be equal to your new profit. How much? If we calculate 91.8 minus 37.8 minus 49, 13,200. Cool. Okay. So now we found our old profit. Our old profit was 20,000, but now new profit became 13,200. Then what is it? Is it an increase or a decrease? It is a decrease. So it will be a plus or a minus? It will be minus. Okay, so now you can, I hope you all took down, take this down, pause the video and take this down. Okay, so let's see what's the percentage change in our profit. Okay, 13,200. All right. So our new profit was 13,200. Our old profit was 20,000. And then we have to divide by a old profit. Easy. 20,000 into 100. Your value will be 13.2 minus 20 divided by 20 into 100 is minus 34%. So this is the profit percentage change. Okay. So you can mention decrease. This is what they'll ask in the exam also. But they won't ask you to do the computation and show them, but you have to do it roughly and get your answer finally. Right? And then choose out of the MCQ the correct answer, correct option you got to choose. Be careful. Again, I am telling, they might give minus or plus. So you have to choose minus because it's a decrease. Or else without giving minus or plus, they will mention increase or decrease, then choose decrease. Or without giving anything, they will just no minus or plus, no decrease, increase, they just give 34% and other figures, then you choose the 34% if it is like this example. So with that, We are done with change percentage and the profit impact. Next, let's see what is rounding off, and then it's connected to the error values which we will discuss.
Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned with castudies.lk for more lectures online.